Hi guys! We're now gonna talk about the season 5 of Game of Thrones. Oh my god! And mostly the final, and I will make another video generally about Game of Thrones. Be aware, because I'm gonna spoil probably a lot. So I'm not gonna talk that much about the books right now, because I know there are a lot of angry book fans out there. Just generally gonna talk about this episode and what happened and how I reacted to it, and maybe you reacted the same. What? We started in the north with Stannis, and then Selyse is dead, and the half of the army is gone, and then Melisandre ran away, and then they march or something, and then they all die. Typical Game of Thrones. Okay, so we have Jon with Sam, and Sam goes away with Gilly, and I have a really big feeling that Gilly or little Sam is going to die. I don't think Sam is going to die because he's pretty important, I think, for the thingy. But maybe next season one of the three has to die. Not like have to die, I don't want any of them to die, but every time someone is happy, they die. It's Game of Thrones. We have Arya, who finally got to kill another one on her list. And then she just turned blind really randomly. And I really hope that they get forward a really good meaning in that. And yes, as I said, I'm not going to talk about the book. I know it happens a bit differently there, so let's not go there. So yes, this season Arya has been really, I don't know, we have seen her character development through all the seasons, and now we just see more of it. I really don't understand how they take all these phases on and off though. I don't want her to become no one, because then she's not Arya Stark anymore, and we all love the Starks, who all suffers and dies, but we still love them. So yes, I'm looking forward to her being badass in her own way and become sort of a ninja or whatever, and then still is Arya, and then go back to Westeros and kill everyone. That would be awesome. Not everyone, but gets revenge on her family, and then she finds Sansa, and they can live happily ever after together. Oh, that sounded wrong. I didn't mean like siblings. Yes, not that we don't have incest in this series, but I didn't mean it like that. Like, God, they're kids, right? Or Arya is still. Oh, I thought it was really funny when Jorah and Dorian Harris and Missandei, or however we pronounce the name, and Grey Worm just were like waiting for Daenerys, and she was like on the mountain all alone. And then we have the Dothrakis, and I really wonder what they're gonna do with her, because as we know from before from the Dothrakis, if they find a random woman alone in nowhere, they would probably rape and kill her and make her a slave. But maybe some of them know who she is and will help her. Or kill her. Who knows? I don't think Daenerys will die though. Daenerys is too popular to die. But I feel like I don't want her to end up on the Iron Throne, but I don't want her to be no one either. I just, like, not no one as in Arya, but I mean, I wanted to find another destiny somewhere else. Like maybe, I don't know. But she's cool as Queen though. We like her as Queen. And I want her and Tyrion to ride on the dragon together, because that's cute and stuff. So I'm seeing next season will be her with the Dothrakis, and then Jorah and Dorian Harris. We'll just look for her and we'll see what happens. Who knows? It's Game of Thrones. Oh my god, Cersei! Oh, okay. I know a lot of is thinking that she gets what she deserves, but I have always felt so bad for Cersei. I know she's a bitch, and I know she treated Marjorie so wrong. I love Marjorie, but oh, Cersei is so dynamic, because think about it. She got sold away to marry some random dude that didn't love her, that will never get over Lyanna Stark, and the only people she have that loves her are her children, and then one of her child dies, and her father dies, and her brother sort of betrays her. I don't like her for the hate she has against Tyrion though, but still, the walk of punishment, that's what I call it at least. It was such powerful scene. I was shocked, and Oh, Lena, she did it so perfectly. She's such a great actress. I really think that you could have put the Walk of Punishment later, that they could have built more up to it, because I think it came so suddenly on us. And they could have put it in the next season, but okay. But still, it was like, she has been on the top, like, pretty much the whole way through. Like, of course, she has felt so... I feel like she's broken down on the inside more and more over the seasons, and now we see that. So powerful, and oh, well, I can't even find words. And yes, then we didn't see anything of Tommen, and I don't know what the heck he's doing. Like, where is he? And Marjorie and Loras, like, are they okay? Then the mountain is back. Yay! Okay. Sansa! We have Sansa. Finally! Oh, our little baby girl. She ran away with Theon, and I'm really wanted to meet Brienne. And Podrick, so they can all be together, and then I can go to Braavos and be with Arya. Or the other way around. That would be cute. Ah, dreams which will never come true. Okay, so did I sum it up? That was sort of what's happened at all the point of views, I guess. But let's talk about the fucking cliffhangers, because that annoyed me a lot. We have Stannis, who died. Did Stannis die? Oh, I forgot to talk about Jaime. I will talk about him in a second. Because, like, we saw him begin striking, but did he die? Because I'm pretty sure he's not dead in book, because I checked. But let's, again, not talk about the books. That would take too much time. But Stannis can't die because he has one interesting plot, and yes, he can't die, right? Maybe he will come back to life as a zombie. So that's a cliffhanger, what the F happened there. And then we have, oh yes, Jaime in Dawn, and then Myrcella got poisoned, but did she die? Like because they said there were only one cure, so I guess they don't have one. So she's dead because we didn't actually see her die, just as Stannis. So it's Game of Thrones. Maybe they will find something weird. It would be really sad if she's dead though, because they finally saved her, and saved her, if you know what I mean. And she was like, I felt like Jaime finally cared about one of his children, because he has been like, oh, it's just some poop and Cersei. I can't say the real words here. So yes, did she die? Oh, and Jon. They can't kill Jon Snow, but I know there's a cliffhanger in the books as well, which we're not going to talk about. So I don't think Jon is dead. I don't think George will kill Jon, not yet, and I don't think David and DB, is that what we call them, would kill him yet, because he is probably, together with some few others, one of the most important characters. But yes, so I don't think Jon is dead, but seriously, how many times did he get stabbed? And did he get stabbed in the heart? I didn't see. But maybe Melisandre will come and do some voodoo on him and he will come back to life or whatever. But that annoys me that they just left him in the snow, because if he's actually dead, won't he come back as a dead man? Like, wouldn't that be sort of inconvenient? Oh, but I knew they were going to turn on him, and I knew that was going to happen, but I didn't know that Game of Thrones were going to end it like that. So there was 3 cliffhangers, and I thought that was too much. I feel like Game of Thrones is better to leave us off with such cliffhangers. Like, we will find me one, but not with Jon Snow. They did that on purpose. They know how much Jon Snow means to us. And I just feel like Game of Thrones is better than that compared to other series. Usually in the other seasons, it's been more certain about that. Not, of course, we have like, is Tywin alive, is the Hound alive, but still we have seen the characters, a lot of characters directly die, and now we'll go like all these cliffhangers at once. I didn't like it, and yes, it was just to like make it exciting, but usually they leave off the answers. A lot of answers, or not a lot, but I hope you know what I mean when I say this. I just felt like they said like in the first 1 to 3 seasons, It was like the main thing, that was the big thing that was going to happen in each season was in episode 9, and then they dealt with that in episode 10. And I liked that because I don't always like cliffhangers, like in all the other series I watch. It's like these cliffhangers at the end of the season. I'm like, no, why? Not in season 4 though, because then everything happened at once and it was like, woo! And we all were like, woo! But I feel like Game of Thrones is better than leave such a cliffhanger for Jon, because they know how Jon is important to people. So, I don't know, guys. All in all, I love Game of Thrones. I like most of the scenes. It's interesting and they have so much to go on. What did you think about the season final? Did you like it? Did you not like it? I don't know, guys! I'm so excited because it's Game of Thrones and I don't know what to do or say right now, but let's just say that we will see in the next season what they do with people, and like, yes! So let's see, just see what happens. So thanks you so much for watching, and as I said, leave a comment if you want to check out the Game of Thrones, and have a great year, because it's a whole year to the next one. Woohoo!